Hey everybody, it's back on the project, and I'm going to take you a walk through and see what we got done since installation. We got tile starting today. As you can see, we got some new hardwood floor that went down. It ties right into the existing hardwood floor. I'll bring you in on this. You can see how they did this right there. See how they tied in? And they did the grain in a different pattern for a reason. We went perpendicular to the dining room because over here in the hallway it actually runs that way, so it ties into the hallway a little bit better. But as you can see, we did a whole hardwood floor in here. It's a little bit covered up, but this is going to be the transition into a tile floor for the mudroom that they'll be working on this week. But also you can see that all the plaster was done. So there's the ceiling, here's the walls, those walls, and even this area here, this alcove for the fridge. You can see it if I go really high up. They did a pretty fantastic job. It's like smooth as glass. But today is going to involve putting the cabinets in here and do this run of cabinets, and right around the stove here do a run of cabinets as well. And then tomorrow we'll perform a flood test and put the vanity in for the tile guys. All right, the plumber, he kept this circuit going for inspection, and I need to break this circuit and cap it off. So here we go. There we go. All right. As you can see, I was able to get both these off. Set that to the side for now. Those are really hot. All right. I got a little rag here. Get this wet. Dip this in your water for a second. All right, here we go. Cool that off. That's how hot that is. A little sand in. All I got is this. Just give it a little bit of a cleanup. When you don't have sandpaper, you gotta make do. Alright. Now, there's the dreaded shirt bite. Another one somewhere. There we go. close up on this. Got our line that's going to run over to the fridge, cold water. Then we have our cold water main that goes down to the basement. And then this is our hot main. They even put a nice little H on there for me. It's kind of a weird angle, but I'm trying to give you an aerial shot. The moment of truth. This is if I got all the holes right. If not, then I'm screwed. All right, electrical outlets in there. Or the wire. Let's get it. This guy over a little bit. There we go. Okay. Try to these lines. Here's the tricky part. Get underneath. Probably not gonna work. Have to try and bounce some. Oh, all I got is one left. Kind of screwed myself putting this other cabinet so close. Oh, there we go. So close now. I don't know if this. I think these shark bites are too big for this hole. I always used a 1-inch hole for the shark bites. I think the hole's too small. Fail. Let's try this again. Go. Oh, that's it. That's the ticket. Wow. Not gonna lie, I thought about maybe just cutting those copper lines to not have to sweat or heat it up and pull those 90s off, but look at how close my plumber put those. Try to get you in there and look. Barely sticking out. So, it's a good thing that I didn't cut it. Yeah, good thing. Hey, another day here. Tile guys were here yesterday. You could probably hear them in the video in the background. So I didn't get to really show this room at all, but this is what they were doing yesterday. It is waterproofing the shower. You can see they put their primer on the wall here because they're going to be tiling all the way over. They're going to go from this corner here, and they're going to bring the tile all the way over to this corner there. And then they're also going to tile this wall here around the vanity. The vanity is going to sit right there. I'll be installing that today for them. And then this is the Schluter system. They use the Schluter foam pan, and you can cut these to whatever size you want. You can get them with like a left side drain or center drain, or right. You can make it a right side drain. They're kind of it's one end or the center you can get, and you can cut it to the specific size of your space. It's a pretty cool system. And this tile contractor actually uses Go Board, which is like a fiber, foam fiber kind of board, and they use in tandem with it the Schluter tape. So all the seams. So this board, the way that it installs Go Board is you only have to put like a caulking between the boards and smush it together and seal it. It really, I don't feel super confident about the seal on that, so I'm glad that they do this. They use the Go Board. I think it's a little bit cheaper than Schluter's board that they make, but then they use the Schluter tape with it, which I think is great. It's going to give it a good finish. They even put tape around the window here. And they'll clean that up when they come back on Monday. This tape here, they'll have to clean that up, cut it, and fix it. But what we got to do today, per the town's orders, is we have to do what we call a flood test. And so we fill the pan with water to a certain level, but we'll put it so it doesn't go over that curb, obviously. And then we'll mark it with a Sharpie at that water line, and we'll come back a day or two later and make sure that it's not lower than that Sharpie line. We know that it's not, or we know that it's waterproof then. And the way we do that too is we'll use a drain plug. So you can see I have a plug in there. I just have to fill it with water. So that's going to be all that we're doing today in the bathroom. But it feels good. It feels good to get the board on. All right, well, here we are back with the cabinets. As you can see, it's the same as it was at the end of the day yesterday. But I did have my plumber come yesterday at night, and he did extend these. You can see he put a coupling right here and extended these higher. So I had to pull that cabinet back out to allow him to do that. But you know what? It was the right thing to do. Had to do it. Otherwise, we would have been cutting the cabinet, and it just would have been a nightmare. So took the cabinet out, let him do that. We'll reinstall it today. And there we go. It's just going to be all base cabinets today. And then we got the countertop measure on Monday. So I'm pretty excited about that. Here we go. All right, guys, we're back here at the end of the day. And I just wanted to show you this little flood test here. So this is what I did. I put that plug in there, and then I filled this with water. And then you put some marks. You can see I have a mark right there, and then I have a mark over there, right over that way. And we'll see if it gets any lower, and if not, then we're all good, and we can go move forward with tiling. Also, in this room, I installed the vanity. Yeah, pretty cool vanity there. It's got a nice end panel finished, and it's flush mounted doors. You can see these. Different from the kitchen. The kitchen is surface mounted. We got the flush mount here, and I kind of like it. It looks pretty good. It's a sleek look. And I took the insulation out of this. That's going to be where the medicine cabinet goes. But let's take you over into the kitchen and you can see what I did today. Got those uppers done and those lowers done right there. So that's the whole stove, the range and the hood section right there. And then I put this upper wine holder right there. Finalize the two cabinets right there in the corner. Make sure this whole run's good. And then way over there, look over here, I got these two cabinets hung. And a little bit on these cabinet, all three of these upper cabinets on this exterior wall here, it was pretty interesting to do the math on this, and maybe I'll walk you through it so you can be a part of this. But basically, this distance from this cabinet here to the window where my jamb and my casing is going to be. So I had to measure where the jamb's coming out of the window, the casing is going to sit on the jamb and the plaster, and then that distance from the casing to the edge of that cabinet. You come up with a number for that, and if you want everything to be a nice finished product, you try to translate that to this window, so that this cabinet here is the exact same distance away, because we're going to be doing a backsplash tile. It's like a subway tile, and it's going all the way to the ceiling. So just picture on this window, if over here you had like a 2-inch piece of tile and over here you had like a 5-inch piece of tile, it would look really weird, and it would look like you didn't think it through or plan it. And then the same concept here. Now this one is a little different. This one's just going to be casing. So I measured it to where the jamb comes out of the window, and then the casing is touching the edge of this cabinet, and the same as this one. The jamb comes out and the casing touches the edge of this cabinet. So that's just going to be casing there. And then on the top, I still have to figure that out. I think we're going to have just a strip of backsplash, which kind of looks a little bit weird to me, but I wasn't the one who designed this. So the backsplash is going to be, it's going to come up here to the bottom of this cabinet and run over, hit the trim, go down. Then we have a windowsill. It's going to run across the windowsill there and then back up. Oh, that's hard to do that. Back up the casing here and then straight across. And then it's going to restart up there. Then we'll have a couple pieces, maybe like 2 or 3 rows, probably 2 rows. And then there's I'm doing crown molding above those cabinets. So there's like a fascia, soffit fascia detail going on over there where we'll get that done. Same with this one's going to have its own little crown molding over there. The only thing that I did not get done today, that I probably could have, but I gotta get home, is the fridge area. It's 2 fridge panels and cabinet, which the cabinet is over there in the corner, and there's all the fridge panels up in that cardboard there. So I'll have to get to that after the holidays, so I won't be back to this project until basically January. We're gonna move forward with tile, and I may stop in and check that out, and we can put that in the video. But for the most part, I'm gonna be pretty much done until January, and then I'll come back in here, finish those cabinets, continue on trim work, and get some appliances and everything in here. And everything's gonna be moving pretty quick here. But right now we're gonna take a little break, enjoy the holidays. I hope you all enjoy the holidays, and I'll see you on the next one.